Unfortunately, you've been lied to. This is actual wasabi.
He's completely right once again. Let's try 4 types of wasabi. First up, we have real wasabi. It's been growing for a bit, so let's trim it. It has a barky outside that you have to remove. I'm using a metal otoshigane to grind it. It has a very pleasant and subtle smell as I'm grinding this. It almost looks like grated daikon. Next, let's make restaurant wasabi. It's mostly horseradish powder with a little bit of wasabi and coloring. It's actually burning my eyes and lungs. It's almost like green Play-Doh. It's by far the most cost-effective wasabi product. Third, we have kizami wasabi. It's chopped wasabi with a little bit of horseradish and salt. It has a rather chunky texture, but it's supposed to be good. Finally, it's wasabi in a tube. It's the most convenient form in my opinion. Let's have a taste. Starting with the real wasabi. This real wasabi has a complex and distinct taste that can be difficult to describe. It's both spicy and sweet with a smooth and creamy texture. The initial taste is sharp and pungent, but it quickly dissipates and leaves behind a subtle, slightly sweet aftertaste. Next, the kizami wasabi. It's similar to that of the real wasabi, but is more pungent. It's also salty and is the first thing I notice. It's also chunky with a noticeable bite to it. Nose burn, 7 out of 10. Let's try the restaurant wasabi. It's a mixture of horseradish, mustard, food coloring, and a trace amount of wasabi. It's sharper and more pungent than the other two. It has an instant spicy kick and the nose burn here is an 8 out of 10. It's what I grew up eating and is very cost effective. Finally, for the tube wasabi. The sinus burn here is 10 out of 10. Flavor-wise, it's very similar to that of the restaurant wasabi, with a sharp pungent heat, and it can be quite intense. If you grew up eating the restaurant stuff and you prefer it, that's totally fine. I myself actually like the restaurant stuff and the tube stuff. It's just very convenient to use. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.